I had a feeling, a craving, to get depth from this world, to go further, longer than normal humans do, to escape from normality or patterns of our daily lives, and push past our perception of pain, to see what our souls are made out of, to see who we are, how we react, and how we can turn our individual chaos into art. You see, I set out on my journey exactly on May 1st, 9 a.m, after quite an eventful year prior, getting baptized, traveling around, and planning this endeavor. For the first 11 days, I wasn't alone, traveling a total of 800 kilometers, 12 different accommodations and towns, with my best friends next to me. As much as I loved this, it was an easy distraction of the journey that was still to come, and the fear of loneliness I was going to have to face. At the same time, it gave me a certain appreciation for the company and freedom, living, laughing, and being kids. May 11th, I said goodbye, packed my stuff and headed for the big city Cape Town. Rested 3 days there as I prepared the next journey ahead. May 14th, I left to travel around the West Coast. After all the parties, traveling, emotions, I think my body gave in, and I was hit with a terrible sickness. I carried on despite diarrhea, sore throat, body aches, as I managed to cycle across the West Coast, covering beautiful towns I always wanted to see. I was left with a certain level of peace throughout this leg, more appreciation for what is and what was, but I wasn't ready for what was to come. I entered into Northern Cape around 19th of May. After being around coastal towns, this was a lot different. Huge hills, hot weather, and a road that never really seemed to end. The province was pretty tough, but one thing that stood out here were the people. I believe people are good, and it showed me here, from hosting me in houses, feeding me, and just getting a certain feel for community, which was what I was after. The people make the places, and although Northern Cape was tough, it was probably one of my favorites. May 26, I accomplished my personal goal, making it to the Namibian border, which I feel was my biggest mistake. 26 days on the road, 1,400 kilometers later, we reached a new country, and at this stage raised over 40,000 rand for my brother's leg. You see, mentally, when you've reached your goal, you struggle to carry on past that.
I'm feeling too good.
You don't really see the reasoning to why you started with all this, and to get back is really nearly impossible. So every day after that, I was in pain. I spent 2.5 weeks fighting through Namibia, mentally and physically. I couldn't really understand why I was suffering so much, as this place was beautiful. I saw amazing things, met amazing people, and reached my target goal for my brother, which was 50,000 rand, affording him a prosthetic leg. One of my fears are loneliness, to be completely alone. And Namibia being so big and vast makes you feel more alone than ever. More so than anything I've ever experienced. And to be honest, it broke me. I pushed through, kind of, catching some lifts when needed, experienced it all. Extreme heats here, over 38 degrees, then going to cold conditions, -1 degrees, with only a jacket, long pants, and socks. 900 kilometers in, around 150 kilometers to go, I was surrounded in a desert. You see, I didn't do this for fame or anything. I wanted to go beyond what I thought was possible. I also realized you can't continuously learn every day through pain. Sometimes things just suck, and we have to readjust. I plan on continue traveling to Tanzania after this. On a bike, well, I don't know, but maybe hitchhiking. For now, I digest the emotional roller coaster and truly tackle the fears I was faced with. A short story for those who can't.